Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Elivaras, a senior player moderator for League of Angels Fire Raiders. Welcome to the first episode of Let's Play League of Angels Fire Raiders. This is a new series I have decided to start, and if anyone wants to join me in creating a new account, I am going to be starting on server 257 Ken. So I'm hoping to have this video released by tonight, so it'll still be like first day thing, so that if anyone wants to join me, you won't be behind at all. So hopefully this ends up working out. I'm going to try and edit and then get it out tonight, but we'll see what ends up happening. It may come out tomorrow. So yeah, so if you want to join me on server 257, go ahead and join me, and we'll probably make if we get enough people, we can make like a subscriber guild or something. You know, people that follow me, we can make a guild for that. Obviously, it depends on how many people want to play, because if we don't have many people, then we probably wouldn't be making a subscriber guild. So let's hop into the introduction here. Haven't seen this in ages. Strong words. Oh, powerful Demon King. Vienna's really strong early game, which is really interesting. It's interesting because as the game goes on, she just gets so weak. It's ridiculous. But at the start of the game, she like destroys with her ability, with her abilities anyway. Like boom, wow. Well, obviously in the intro, but like in the first missions, her damage skill does quite a lot of damage. And here he goes. Quick, kill him. Incoming. Ugh. Oh, it was a good attempt. Yes, he is powerful, I agree. Got the vulgar language coming here. I can't move my body, leave her alone. What's funny is that Dark Paladin's body disappears and yet he's still talking. Finally, we got out of there, but Vienna was caught while trying to save us. Oh, Rose Knight's talk at the start is so funny. He's so full of himself, it's great. Oh, look at all these things we have. 7-day gift, new server gift, diamond market. And here we go with the classic summons. Now, personally, I would have liked it. Well, I guess... See, the thing is, you always get the same heroes at the start, right? You get Pyrona and then you get Green Ranger in the next summon. If this game had a bigger pool of heroes, well, it would really be cool if it was random what hero you got. Like, not like you could get like some ridiculous, amazing hero, but if they pulled it out of a pool rather than giving you the same hero. Now, obviously, they might have to rewrite some of this. Starting dialogue here. I'm making like hand gestures and forgetting that you guys can't see them. They'd have to restart some of this dialogue. They have to remake it, because if they're talking specific Pyrona and Green Ranger things, they'd have to remake the dialogue. And it might take a little while, but I think it would be really cool if they randomized the hero. Overall, one thing that I think a lot of similar games do really well is the fact that you get all your heroes, like a lot of rare heroes, through summonings. Like a Brave Frontier, for example, another game that I played quite a bit of. You know, you get your hero through summoning. In this game, it would be Super Divines, right? What would be really cool is if there was a new hero released, you could have a chance to get him in Super Divine, instead of just going through events. Like that would, even if it was a rare chance, that would make people actually want to do Super Divines again, and people would have tons of summoning videos where they'd be like, okay, you know, there'd be all these. It would be all these cool videos released where it's like, okay. We're going to try and do, you know, 10 Super Divine summons to try and get X hero. And it would honestly be so cool. I love videos like that. For other games where it's like, you know, they summon and try and get the best hero. Oh boy, Rose Knight. Don't die. if I die in the tutorial here. If I die in the starting stages here, that would be a little rough. Open the hero panel. One thing I also I'm not a huge fan of is to please follow the instructions. Especially sometimes, connection issues are a huge problem in the tutorial, because if you get a connection issue and it says like confirm, like, you know, you had an issue connecting, hit confirm, please follow the instructions is what you get, and it's a super big problem and bug that you run into. Round 2, back in this hall. I do like the variety of sceneries they do have that can be found throughout the game. You have this hall, you've got like the fire bridge, you have the, well, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but you've got a decent amount of sceneries you fight in, and I like that. I remember when I first started playing this game, what I used to do was just save up all of my abilities to the final round and use them all. Just gonna keep killing here. Now this first video is going to be probably a little more boring than the next ones, just because this is a lot of just tutorial stuff. So it's going to go on for a little while, and it really, like, I can start helping out new players and stuff when we reach a point that's a little past the tutorial, where you can start working on early game stuff that you should be doing, but at this point it's all still just following the instructions. Vienna here, oh, Vienna, what a great angel, honestly. Being sarcastic there, because Vienna's honestly, like, she's so good early game, but in the late game, she's not really good at all. Well, okay, that's obvious, but in anywhere past the early game, she's terrible. Like, mid-game, she sucks. She sucks basically everywhere past the first few stages. Like here, her abilities do a lot of damage, but as you progress, they just do less and less and less until they do basically nothing. I get a decent amount of questions about angels, where people ask, they're like, oh, you know, what angel should I be focusing? In the early game, honestly, I don't think it matters that much what angels you should be getting, because in reality, the early and mid-game angels, they really don't do much. Like Nissa, for example, her shield, you know, you're like, oh man, you know, shield 1 hero, that must be pretty good. The shield's like nothing. The heals are hardly anything, you know. From all these mid-tier, like these early to mid-tier heroes, it's really, the skills are really kind of bad. I really don't see a huge amount of value in the early tier heroes, angels, I mean. Yeah, see, look at that. She destroys with that ability. But yeah, so as an answer to that question, what angels should I focus on early and mid game? I really don't care what angels, like, it really doesn't matter. You don't even, I'm phrasing this completely wrong. So I'm stumbling over my words. Early game angels, don't worry about which one you pick. There is no best early mid-game angels, and best is in air quotes there. There's no best early mid-game angel. They all suck. So really, the only reason you get an early mid-game angel is because they have a higher max cap. Don't get them for the skills, because all their skills suck. For the most part. Okay, there's probably a few outliers here and there. But for the most part, all of their skills suck, so the only reason you get an early to mid-game angel is because they give you, an angel for another team, second or third team, or because, honestly, another fly in my room. Where do they come from? Spent decent. I was about to go to bed last night, and I saw 4 flies next to my lamp and a bunch in the corner, and they're just coming from somewhere, and I don't know where, and it's super annoying. My dad and I were cleaning them out this morning. But right, back to early and mid-game angels. What was I saying? It doesn't matter which one you choose. All the skills suck, so it really doesn't matter which one you choose. And in the late game, you're never going to use any of those early game angels. And they, like, when you're fighting in the arena, early to mid game, the enemy are not going to win. You or the enemy do not win battles because of your angels. Angels really do very, very little for your team unless they're like damage angels will do hardly anything. Healing angels do hardly anything. It's really just the stun angels that are the good ones, and there's not any stun angels early to mid game. So don't worry about what angels you're picking early to mid game. Just pick one because you need a better one than Vienna. None of these angels are going to be used in the late game, so it doesn't matter which one you pick. Don't worry about which one is the best because they all basically suck. When you get into the late game, that's where you start having to choose which angels you're going to focus on. And I believe this is where you start to get a little bit of control over what you're doing. Okay, yeah, we can go to Death Cave, but that's... Check out the new server gifts. Today's logging gift. Recharge up to $100 in the first two. I really like this concept of getting, like, rewards. Fortunately, it's Blue Witch, but I really like these. Current price. Alright, 20 soul stones. Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could do this. 4ID for 20? You can just exchange diamonds like that? That's pretty good. Yeah, overall, I really like this system of having, like, extra kind of quests you can do. Unfortunately, it's only for the early game players, you know, the people that are just starting in accounts, which kind of sucks, because it would be nice if they had something like this for late game people, you know, a set of tasks or quests they could do past the normal daily ones. Olympic events. I've also got a decent amount of questions about, oh, Elivaras, you know, I don't, like, especially on the Olympic events videos I'm doing, like, oh, Elivaras, where, you know, I don't have those events. The reason you may or may not have those events is because new servers do not get the same events as old servers. So, for example, here, you see all of the trophy exchanges. If you're on a new server, you will not see the Revelry collection event. And that's because, yeah, new servers don't get the same events as old servers. And that's because new servers, like, the things you're getting for old servers, the things you're getting here, this is all for very, very late game people. This is not for early game people, and they really don't need this stuff at the moment. And you may say, oh, but they're going to need it later on anyways. But, I mean, as a new player, the focus has to be different things. One thing I would have liked them to actually do, though, well, actually, they kind of did that with, yeah, never mind, I take it back. I was going to say I would have liked it to have put in different events that would give rewards for newer players. But I guess they kind of do that kind of thing with these daily. And I like how it's not all focused around recharging. Like, they've got the one recharge, but they got clearing stages, they got leveling up heroes, and then they got spending diamonds to get straight angels. What they used to do is they'd say first recharge to get Lunaria. Yeah, right here. $50 recharge value. $50 recharge value. My butt. That's not worth $50, honestly. Okay, so what am I doing now? Outlet. We'll do a claim. Now, the outlet, when you're in the early game, really your outlet tokens should all be spent on Hero Soul Stones. This early in the game, I would definitely go for Dragon Queen. I think she's still in here. There's Mirabelle. There's Mirabelle again. Do we have a Dragon Queen? Takes a little while to load here. You will notice that my mic problems have been fixed, and that is because I have returned home, so I do have my normal mic. So I'm not going to have all of those stupid audio bugs. Whee! There's a lot of stuff in this outlet. Good, very good place to get Night Sentinel Soul Stones if you're going for him. Very, very strong hero. Definitely, if you can get him in the outlet and you need him, you can go for him. Light Envoy. You can't get... yeah, it doesn't look like you can get Dragon Queen in here at the moment. But Light Envoy good hero, very good hero, but I don't know. I would not really recommend getting her through the outlet because it's 2,000 stones for 10 of her soul stones, and over time you're going to work up the soul stones for her anyways. I guess you can really say the same for like Night Sentinel and such, but really it's just because the huge price they're asking for Light Envoy soul stones. Well, maybe it's not that bad, but this is the last day of the outlet, so unfortunately I can't exactly do much. So I'm probably going to go for some, like, yeah, see, for a new, you need 2 days at least to get 10 of her soul stones, so maybe it's not such a bad investment. But Earthshake 10 for 1,100, ridiculous. Why would anyone ever spend that? Some of the stuff's really well priced, and others are really not. It would have been nice if they made one of these for, like, new players, so we give a lot of early on materials. They kind of specialized these things a bit more. Come on, Night Sentinel! There he is. No! That's what happens when you spam. Don't spam, folks, because that happens to me all the time. It's super annoying. Just be patient. There he is. We got 10. Oh, loading. Okay, we're good. I have some visual bugs with the stars here. Dragon's Dawn. If you're an early player tuning in and you're wondering what I was talking about with Light Envoy, and you haven't seen any of my other videos on, like, Light Envoy, for example, Light Envoy is the best tank in the game, especially in the late game. The amount of damage she tanks is utterly ridiculous. It's insane. She'll tank, like, the most OP heroes like Draconia. And she's got a lot of team support in her kit. So getting her is super good. Like, she will carry you very, very far. Whether you're gonna run a female team or a male team, she is the best tank in the game, hands down. Some mermaid, eh? We'll do that. So obviously, as we go on, I'm going to talk about strategy, early game strategy. Now, there's not going to be a lot on early game strategy just because early game strategy isn't super important, because it's in the early game, and really what matters is the late game. But this fly is going to kill me. Okay, no, it's not, but it's going to kill me of annoyance. Maybe if we open... it's in a spot where it won't get out. Okay, that's annoying. We'll kill it after. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about strategy and such as you go along. Not a whole lot on strategy just because it's in the early game. And really what matters is the late game. And what you do in the early game won't really affect that much how your late game turns out. I'm going to be talking about, you know, earning diamonds, where to spend your diamonds, especially because a lot of players ask those kind of questions. I need to get just a few more diamonds here so I can do the spin. There we go. So now let's get a spin going, get us some diamonds. This spin system, oh wow, that was a good pull. Whew. This spin system is really good in the fact that really it's just free. This is just like, really, like, there was no reason for them to put the spin and the outlet, for example. Like, this is very good on the part of GTA, where it's just like giving stuff to players really for free. Like, you don't spend anything on this spinning slot machine, you'll always get at least more diamonds than you put in. The outlet, that's free stuff as well. unlocks at level 10. Unbelievable. We better get to level 10. Super unfortunate. And I didn't put mermaid in. That was smart. Whoops. Alright, time to kill Grimbo. Pops out his ult right away. That's going to be a little annoying. Now, this dragon fight is actually... This is the first fight where, even if you do everything right, it's possible that you will die. I did not mean to do that, but, you know, whatever. Jaw. Oh, look, wow, look how powerful Vienna is. Atalanta! I really wish Atalanta was better in the late game. She's amazing in the early game. I've had a battle where they killed all 4 heroes on my team, and it was just Atalanta. She ulted, killed 3, ulted, and killed the next 2. And it was insane, and it was such a clutch moment, and I really wish she was better in the late game, or, like, heroes that hit random attacks were better in the late game. A heal going. Taking some damage. Heavy fire. Heals. Nice. Good stuff, everyone. High fives all around, and there's Atalanta. Woo! Woo is what I meant to do. Nice. Let's summon Atalanta. She's a beast in the early game. She early to mid game. She just destroys. There we go. Now, and when you're using her in the mid game, you're not going to want to put her in the front line because she'll get destroyed by heroes like Knight Sentinel. Rose Knight bringing down the Rosemary. Early game, Rose Knight does a lot of damage, but in the late game and mid game, he does literally nothing. His Rosemary does almost nothing. Like, boom, boom, boom. Look at all that damage. Let's get our abilities ready. Oh, we're done. Whoops. I thought that I still had one more to go. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of leveling off camera. Obviously, if I do everything on camera, unfortunately, what's going to happen is I'm going to fall ridiculously far behind. Now, because this is not my main account, and I'm not going to be on this account like super often, I'm probably going to fall behind, unfortunately. But what can you do, eh? If anyone has ideas for a guild name, feel free to leave it in the comments below, because I'm not a huge fan of doing stuff like, you know, Elivaras' crew or stuff that have my name in it. I want an actual name, not something that's just based off me. Because yes, people that may join this guild will be like people that know me or like my subscribers, for example, but that doesn't mean that I want my guild name to be freaking like Elivaras' guild or something. I just don't like that. This fly is really tempting me right now. Let's get all these abilities upgraded. And we don't have enough gold. Let's get our 30,000. Oh, we'll have enough gold now. And I think we can do another spin. $12 XP to level up. Oh, I miss these days. 12 XP to level up. I love 12 XP to level up. Let's do that Facebook like quest. Like, there you go. Yep. Oh, wow, it doesn't register. On my phone, what normally happens, I'll just hit like, and it doesn't... I'll just hit like, and it doesn't matter if I like it or not. It'll just give me the diamonds anyway. I also miss these active chats. Okay, when I started playing, I thought the people had actually made up this stuff, and I was like, honestly, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then later, like way later, when I honestly, it was probably like 2 months ago, I figured out that in the guild, you post that stuff directly from the guild. I didn't even know that. So... Alright, just gonna keep on keeping on. Come on, guys. Alright, unleash. Bam. KO. Just need just a little bit more gems and we can... diamonds and we can spin Zavil. And I also remember in the early game just constantly watching the BR increase for my team, and it was really satisfying to see, you know, with every little thing your BR increase, and it still is in the late game, but in the late game it's actually, I don't know what to say. In the early game, just because the numbers are small and they seem to increase pretty quickly, it just feels very impactful. I really like the idea of BR because it gives you a decent understanding of where your team stands up in relation to other teams. Because if you're comparing teams, really, I guess if you don't have BR, it's just level, and level can be a very unreliable source of information of how strong someone's team may be. Because, yeah, they could have leveled up, but their heroes might suck. So, level doesn't really help in that case. Level up. Level 6. Angel skill. We'll just upgrade that to max. Okay, one thing I will say, if you're in early game, don't spend too much money upgrading this stuff. I wouldn't even bother starring Vienna at all. I guess I'll just do this just because it hardly costs anything. But really, I honestly don't even bother starring Vienna. Level $50. Oh wow, you need to pay too. Just kidding. It's just a typo, it looks like. But don't bother leveling these up too much. If you're hard for gold, don't level up Vienna stuff. Like, if you're like, what should I do with this limited gold supply? Don't spend it on Vienna because she sucks. And don't bother trying to star her up and spending hard-earned, like, Angel Trial tokens on getting Vienna up because she's really not worth it. Oh no, are you kidding me, Fly? Did you actually just walk into the computer? Actually, I don't think it's going to get very far. Crud. Oh, what is it doing? It's not good. It just walked into the back of the tower. And I don't know how far. I have still a screwdriver thing that's here. I don't even know who put it here. Crap. Well, maybe we can use the screwdriver to open this up, but I don't think it's the right type. No, it's not. I'm gonna need like a Phillips, maybe. And I just have square head. That's not gonna do. Right, so... I cannot believe the fly just did that. Stupid fly. Let me tilt the tower over here. No, never mind. Not a good idea to do right now. Okay, so, I'll probably do some more work and spin afterwards. Once I get some more gems. Which I might get at some point. How does it say oh, because I have 5 bronze trophies. I forgot. What should I even spend them on? I don't even know. Oh, gold, actually. Early game. 5 bronze trophies, like, for gold. It's good. 200,000 gold early game. Definitely can get you places. And we got a few silver trophies. What can we do with those? You're not really going to be using rune seals or anything. Not for a while anyways. Oh, here you go, even more gold. Don't bother wasting them on the red potions. They give you hardly anything. There you go. Do I have more? I know I'm lagging right now, but... No, I don't have any more trophies. $15. Gotta love that. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call the episode there for a day, figure out how the heck what the heck this stupid fly did getting into the back of the desktop. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Really, this is more of an entertainment series than anything. Something to break up the hero spotlights and stuff. Still coming up with video ideas. I've still got a decent amount of video ideas that I can do, but I'd like another series to kind of break up between them. So this will be more entertainment. It'll give me a chance to kind of interact with you guys more if you are willing to join me on the server. So once again, server 257, I believe, Ken. If you want to join me, go ahead. I'm going to try and get to level 10. When can you make a guild? Level 22. So, I don't know. One of you guys might end up getting level 22 before me, since I'm not going to have a lot of time to play on this account. So, if you do, let's wait until we at least can decide on a guild name for it. Actually, I think you could change the guild name, so that might not be such a bad idea. If you get to level 22 and want to make a guild for the clan, for myself and the subscribers who are going to be playing, feel free, go ahead, and just message me on Facebook, put a YouTube comment, something to let me know that you have, and feel free to help me brainstorm ideas for the guild name in the comment section below. So, yes, obviously this is not going to be helping late game players who are just watching me for strategy and stuff. This isn't really going to help late game players, so I apologize for that. But not everything can be towards one group of people, because I know I do have a decent amount of new players watching as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, guys.